I got some stuff I gotta do. Handle up some business. Business. I closed on a hair salon.
You need one, look at all that hair.
Yeah, I know, I need a haircut, so maybe now I can get one. But I've gotta go do stuff for that now. I've gotta go get water, telephone switched over, talk to all the renters. What you got going on today, Russell?
Got one coat of primer back on the bed because the other day we were spraying and it was just too hot and that stuff was drying. So I came in this morning, Scotch-Brighted it all back down, blew it off, cleaned it up, and I already got one coat on there. I'll show you what it looks like. We're gonna try to get one more heavy coat on there, and then that part's done. We'll be needing some spray paint. You can see here in the back of the truck, I got this first coat of primer on. It did a lot better with the cooler temperature, and I applied it a little heavier. So if you're using this U-pole, this stuff right here, it says 10 inches away, but with the temperature this high, man, I got about 3 inches away and just put nice, slow, even coats across it. And it laid down really nice, actually. Where I started my second coat the other day, it was a little thicker already. And when I sanded it, it was sanding nice. So I think this application is gonna make it look like it's supposed to. And just like that, it's all done. I've got all the plastic off. I'm gonna let it cure for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna come in and go ahead and hit this with some 600. Go ahead and prep the tubs also. Might as well go ahead and get them prepped. And then we just need a little bit of spray paint so we can try to match this color. Well, there's been a change of plans. My homie Carter, his stepdaughter's car broke down and he needs help getting it to the house, and he wants to do it with a pull strap. I hadn't done that in a long time, but we're gonna tie a pull strap to this little Ford Escape and drive it about 5 miles, drag it about 5 miles to his house so he can fix it. All right, here's the Escape. We're gonna escape it out of the parking lot. We're gonna tie it to the back of Carter's truck. We got a tow strap. This is not the safest thing to do in the world, but there are things you can do to make it safer, and I'm gonna tell you the redneckest thing we can do. All right, Carter's trying to find a safe strap hooking location. We got a long tow strap hooked on the back of his pick-em-up truck. So, yeah, we're gonna keep the pressure.
Yeah, you gotta keep.
Hey, you gotta keep them separated. All right, we're gonna try to keep the pressure. I'm not gonna film much because I gotta steer. That sucker's long, son. All right, I gotta go, y'all. We are going down a big hill right now, and I am riding the brakes like crazy just to try to keep the tension on this. I hope they're not gonna get too hot because it's such a long hill, but we're gonna be going up here in a second, so I'll give them a break. Give the brakes a break. Oh, and it's like lunchtime in town, so there's just traffic everywhere. Okay, we're getting to the red. Oh, there's an ambulance. I thought the laws was coming to get me. We got a little bit of ways to go. I'll holler at you when I get there. Well, we're rolling. We're almost there. We're on the back roads. It went pretty smoothly. I just hate having to ride those brakes for that long. You got to be careful with automatic transmissions because sometimes, I don't know this well on all of them, but I know that I burned up a transmission when I was younger because when the vehicle's not running, the pump's not pumping, but everything in there is still spinning. Like all the gears and clutches and all that good stuff, they're not being lubricated while they're spinning. So if you're pulling one that's not running at high speeds, you could overheat that sucker. We locked up a transmission when I was 19, dragging it. We drug a Dodge Dakota like 70 miles an hour behind another truck because we were idiots. And that sucker locked up in the middle of the road and you couldn't even drag it anymore. We had to pull the drive shaft out of it so we could pull it because we burned up the transmission. If you've been keeping up with us, you know Carter's got a son also. We call him Little Cleetus. His name is Bryson, but we call him Little Cleetus because he's been having that haircut for a while. But this is his car. Check this thing out. Carter's coming along pretty good on this truck, but I think he's about to go backwards because he's unhappy with the front suspension setup he has. His width is the problem. He does not want to be that wide. He wants to run an 18 by 11, 18 by 12 all the way around and not sticking out. He wants them up under the fenders. So I think he's switching to some Corvette stuff.
Corvette stuff, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see what the pocketbook says. But if he does, he's gonna have all this CPP stuff for sale. This CPP spindles and
No, it's just tubular A-arms.
just
China.
some China tubular A-arms. But the spindles are CPP, aren't they? Yeah.
They're the X10s.
X10s from CPP. But he's got the Tremec 5-speed in there, got his rear notch in, his trailing arm cross member in there. It's coming, it's cool. So we need to convince him to get it up to the shop so y'all can see more of it going on. Let's do some sanding. I'm gonna start off with some 320, then I got some 600, and I got some gray Scotch-Brite. I got this little flimsy rubber block because I really don't want this to be perfect because I know it's not perfect. I just need to smooth it up. So really what I'm gonna do now is just get in here and try to get all the cracks and crevices smooth as they need to be. It doesn't need to be slick as glass because we want it to look like it didn't happen. So let's start sanding. Bro, this U-pole high build primer for a rattle can, it's pretty good. It went on high build. I mean, I sanded it pretty rough with that 320, and then I came back with some gray Scotch-Brite and smoothed it all up. But it's thick for a rattle can, and it's sanded real nice. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with this product overall. So they have this at O'Reilly's. That's where we got it.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
They probably got it a lot of other places, probably got it online. But if you're doing small projects, get you a can of this.
You've almost got everything primed and sanded.
Yeah, I'm finishing
Ready
up
to
the
roll.
sanding right now.
Okay, I need to go get paint that matches this color. So we were talking about doing it in spray paint,
Yeah.
the U-pole. The same thing we did last time for the OBS, going to O'Reilly's and get them to just mix up a spray can. But I think we're gonna probably need
A decent amount.
a decent amount, 3 of those things, and they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, I bet you could get a quart of this color in single stage for cheaper than those 3 cans. It's going to be a learning experience trying to match the patina a little bit. I don't think we're going to get it perfect, but it's definitely going to look better than it did.
I am outside of O'Reilly's here in Palestine. I'm gonna go inside and see if they can mix me up some single stage paint. Probably like a quart of it, not very much. And I think that'll get us going. So we'll come on here and see if they can match our paint code. So we're in here at our local O'Reilly's, about to get a paint scan. You're gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah.
They said that she's.
You're
They
famous,
said this
look.
lady is the most dangerous lady in Palestine for some reason.
is.
Why is she the most dangerous lady in Palestine?
Just look at her. She's pure power.
Pure power?
Oh, come on. You're not positive for a second, bro.
Is it not working? No, you need to not working on camera.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with it? Dang batteries, golly. Batteries are always dead.
That's what this thing.
Did you get some fresh batteries? It's already done that quick?
It's done.
Oh, okay. It just needs new.
Yeah.
New batteries makes a world of difference.
That's it. Let's see what happens.
So now it's gonna read that. It's gonna read all that data and give you a paint code.
That's it.
All right.
Let's see. Come on.
Hey.
We're recording
Why?
for YouTube.
Yeah, it's a channel.
Whenever time
Everybody runs.
we're-
I'm so scared.
Okay, we're recording for YouTube. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. All the ladies just ran. I don't know what to do. Oh, it didn't work? Didn't pull it.
Intellect on it.
All right.
That was a restart. There we go. Now,
All right. We'll come back to you after, technology.
one day.
Technology. How many times have you done this?
I've done this quite a few times. I guess more than I can count now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You might not mess up this one. If you didn't know, O'Reilly's is a full, pretty much custom paint. They can mix and match whatever you need. You just come up here, they can take a picture with their camera and mix you some custom paint for your ride, your next project. I'm back. I got a pint.
A pint.
A pint. A wee little pint.
A pint of paint.
Yes.
A pint of paint.
How much do you think this pint of paint with activator and reducer cost us?
$28.
Think again.
Less or more?
More.
$50.
Think again.
More? $100.
Close. Think again.
100 up or down? You figuring
up.
125.
127.
So you could have got your rattle can.
Nope.
No, 369.
They're $38 a piece. They are 14 ounces, but they don't go as far. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't go as far, so we figured this would be a better choice. It was gonna call it for 3 cans. How many cans did we use on that roll pan? I think
2.
I think we used 3, didn't we?
Well, you got one that was the wrong color to start with, and they gave you your money back on that.
Oh.
They swapped it out.
Okay. So it really was 2?
Mm-hmm.
But this is gonna probably require at least 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it didn't cover well on that roll pan.
No. So this would require probably 4, so that's what we did. Think that's gonna be enough?
Mm-hmm.
This will be enough. He said a guy painted a whole hood with a half of this.
Mm-hmm. That'll be funny.
That doesn't make sense.
I guess it goes further in
You know
that
what I
gun.
didn't do? I didn't look at it after they mixed it to see if
Why
it's.
don't you get some out and dab it and let it dry?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We looked at it before we were gonna mix it, but I forgot to look at it after it mixed to make sure it even is close. So how are you doing in here?
We're ready for paint.
Ready.
You need to figure out
on.
your boost control. We're waiting on the torque converter. Did they say how long that's gonna be?
Week or so, not much longer.
Okay.
I've already paid for it and everything. I
Okay.
talked to them, and
Okay.
it's gonna be a 4,000 stall. That might suck to drive around.
Nah.
It'll be all right. We'll figure it out.
Nah, it'll be all right. All right, let's figure out what we got to do next. The bed floor is waiting for paint. We got paint yesterday. We're just waiting on a good time to paint everything. We're probably gonna like come in the evening or come super early in the morning. While we're waiting, I'm waiting on the torque converter, waiting on boost controls to get here. We got these quick disconnects for our rear brake line on the rotors, on the calipers on the rear. If you don't know, you can go back and look at the other videos. Chase was doing the burnout contests in Old Mac, trying to keep the rear brakes from working. They did multiple different things. And at the end of the day, he talked to a lot of the seasoned burnout people, the Aussies, Zach, who actually helps put on the events, and No Sin Customs. Talked to all these people, and this was the solution that they use so that they can just pull the caliper, not have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about any resistance, any heating up, anything like that. And this is called a dry brake. And what it does is this comes apart. It's like a quick disconnect, like a coupler. It instantly closes off that system, so you don't have to bleed the brakes every time you do this. It allows you to pull the rear caliper off, do your burnout, put it back on, and be functional again. But we have a traditional NPT brake line that ties into an adapter, and this is a female to female. I came up with a solution. Let me answer this call and I'll show you my solution. You see this part right here? This is my flex hose, and I need to get this in there. So I gotta make a mount for it, really. I've got the other parts figured out. I need to put it where I want it so I can cut off the excess of this brake line and shorten it up to compensate for this extra length. And then I'll just reflare this, put a fitting on it, and we'll be golden. I just have to mount this somewhere so it's not down here flopping around. I don't like the idea of that. So right now, that's what I'm gonna do is get all that figured out, and I'll show you how it works out. Got the brake lines off. I've got figured out what I need to do. So I just need to, like this one, it needs to be shorter, but it's already so short. I don't think I'll be able to get this end of it because I need to cut it right there. There's a little black mark, you can see it. So I don't think I'll be able to get it in the flaring tool. There won't be enough material there to clamp it in the flaring tool. So I'm just gonna make a whole new one. I cut me a piece of stainless there. We've got all these AN fittings for our brakes that came in the kit when we did all the brakes on Old Mac. And then this other brake line here, this is our long one that carries all the way across. I need to cut it. 1 3/4 is what I'm taking off to compensate for the length of this thing. And hopefully I can use the same mount that I was using for that. I think I got an idea. All that being said, we did buy a brake bleeding vacuum system, like a vacuum pump so we can bleed the brakes, but we did not buy the flaring tool. We just have not gotten around to getting one, and we're on a budget, man, so we can't spend all the money. So I need to go borrow James Lafitte's and listen to him talk trash to me. So I'm gonna run out there and use his flaring tool so I can make these little lines right quick. Be back and I'll be ready to put these pieces all on. I lied. I called James, hadn't heard back from him, so I'm not just gonna show up out there. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna start messing with this transmission because that is a big job that needs to get done. Get the converter back in it, try to get it stabbed back up in there. That'll make life a lot easier for everybody around here. Before I put this thing in there, it's dirty. It had a couple leaks. I think we had those figured out, but I need to clean this back up because I don't like nasty stuff. I don't like working on nasty stuff. I like it to be clean. Good to go, transmission's all cleaned up. Our Circle D converter came back in, so it's ready to go back together. I just wanted to get the transmission cleaned up, so it's nice, because I want it nice. But while I was doing this, James Lafitte called me, so I'm gonna go out there, make that brake line. I got a couple other errands to run, then I'll be back here and start putting shit back together. Stuff back together. I'll be here and start putting stuff back together. Well, we are here at James's shop. And last time we were here, we showed up with these Mexican Cokes. Everybody loves them. All the taco shops here sell them. And he was a little upset that we didn't bring him one. So I brought everybody in the shop a Mexican Coke. So I'm gonna take those in first. I got you a gift, buddy.
Oh, wow. You ever know what that groove's for?
No, sir.
That flare?
I think I just messed up.
Why?
Because I checked this piece to see if I had enough room for it to fit in the tool with cutting off the amount I need.
Yeah.
But I didn't account for my flare and fitting being on there. So I might be in a pickle. We finna find out. James led me in the right direction. We did get the brake lines done. I did screw it up, and Papa here showed me how to fix it.
Yeah, we got it straightened.
I ain't gonna, he's a busy dude. They got a lot going on in this shop. Some of it I can't show you. This one over here I can't show you. But they got a lot to do. I got stuff to do. I'm gonna get out of here, guys.
Next time on The Journey HQ.
I've got the F-250 hooked up and I'm headed to Tyler.
My mission today is we got the Cadillac in there. I'm gonna get some wheels and tires put on it so we can get it rolled outside.
We have made it. Campbell's Towing, my wife's car is right over there. Let's see this poor little car though.